Good evening. Welcome to another Mentorship Monday. Thank you, as always, for joining us as we showcase our favorite persons or minds each week so that they're able to share a little bit about their journey with you so that it can help others on their journey to their career path. Now, today we'll be joined by Jamila Falak. I'm so excited to talk to her, and she'll be joining me in a second to share with us her journey. And let me go ahead and add Jamila now.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. Hey.
I've been so excited for today because I know I was going to get to talk to you on live.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm always excited to talk to you. So
Right?
bless up. Well, go
So,
ahead.
I have so many questions. I got so many questions for you. So I'm guessing a lot of
You're
persons
lying.
are interested in of course, in
Oh, yeah.
joining you as an
That's okay.
artiste, as a
Mad.
trailblazer. You've been going in with yourself.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
first, let us start with your journey and share with us a little bit about you. What
All
what
right.
are you?
All right. So, blessings, everybody who is rolling in the live. I am Jamila Falak. Jamila means beautiful. Falak was intended to mean star. And they're both Arabic. So I feel like I have a connection to the galaxies, and as a result, I have to fulfill my purpose, whatever that is. So I'm just a little knock-knee girl from Montego Bay, Jamaica, woot woot, and currently living in Kingston, Jamaica, because I'm pursuing the love of my life, music. Yeah, so I'm excited and honored to be on here today, but I'm excited for what the future even holds. As much as it looks dim right now, we have to keep the faith same way. You feel me?
Absolutely, I agree with that. And I love that you mentioned that you're trying to pursue the love of your life. Like, I wish more persons would have considered their career path or just their hopes and dreams as their love, so that it would be
Mm.
an easier journey to be on.
But hey, everybody up on him journey, and at some point, you're going to find whatever resonance that is. So we're just hoping that everybody who mentoring and all of that, do the same. Just inspire them by just living and being happy.
Love that. All right,
Blessings.
so tell us about the schools that you went to. We don't usually
Yeah.
hear of our musicians or artists going to study their passion. Like, this is new to us.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, most persons, they're just, I can sing, so I'm just gonna sing and got this.
I feel you. I feel you. All right. I went to the first school. Which school am I go again? Salvation Army. I went to Salvation Army very first time and got attending school, and then I went to Barracks Road Primary. And after Barracks Road Primary, I went to Herbert Martin Technical High School. Bop, 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 bop. That's how we did. Yeah. And then I went to Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts in Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay. So let's dive into those questions that I got for you. So
Let's go.
because there's so much, I had to write them down.
Yeah,
So if you
like,
see me
it's not
looking
like
down, I'm
Shanae.
just,
I don't know
sis, you know I'm
question.
not being extra. You know I'm not
Sure.
being extra. So I'm just trying to gather them. So if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to gather those questions for you, okay?
All right, cool.
All
Bless
right.
up yourself, everybody. Enough love.
So if you, in the meantime, if you see any of your mentees coming up, you can just shout them out real quick. I do see some of our minds.
Mhm.
I saw Dania. Hi, Jodian.
Bless up, bless up. Godiva. Bless up yourself.
I saw Deandra. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. All right. So got them now. See, I'm prepared.
Up,
So
up.
the first question, the first question was, all right. So if I have a singing talent, do I still need to learn an instrument?
Um, if you have a singing talent, do you still need to learn an instrument? I wouldn't say it's a need. I'd say if you're interested in also learning another instrument or as many instruments as you want, go for it. It's all up to what you want. It's not a need though. You get
Okay.
me? So yeah. For example, when I was growing up, when I was younger, even though I'm getting younger, um uh I had a little singing talent at some point, but I also had the interest more so in learning instruments. Because if you're told that, hey, you need to go learn an instrument, you don't necessarily resonate with that thought. Like it's probably not something that you really want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I wanted to learn instruments. If you don't want to do something, you're just not going to have that zeal, that zoo, that zoo.
Right.
You feel me? So I learned the guitar early on in my stages, for example, and it wasn't for me, but I tried it. I wanted to try it. I tried it, and then because I tried, that's how I found
Knew
out.
it wasn't for you. Right.
Yeah.
That's also
So just do
important.
it. It is. It's very important. It's crucial. You get me?
Okay.
So yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Right. So, Jamila, I didn't, when we're introducing you just now, we did say you're an artist, a singer, a musician. Share with us what instruments you play.
All right. So a lot of people know me by playing that big instrument called the double bass, but it really
Right.
spans back from even in church, or even school. Let me say school first. And when I say school, I start about as far back as primary school. So recorder. I was like, okay. And then that's I have to count that because that's crucial. Like, that's what literally one of the steps. Recorder, violin, uh what else? Recorder, violin, flute, uh double bass, steel pan. Steel pan very important in my life because at church when I went to Holy Trinity, that's where like even most of my musical um ideologies span from. So sang in the choir, I didn't enough, like really enough. I didn't want not everything what me want, So wanted to join the choir, you know, what else? The steel orchestra. We had a steel orchestra, and I think we were one of the few churches who had steel orchestras. I mean, I thought about we have every single pan in our steel orchestra, and I learned all of them. But I mainly played single tenor and double tenor, and my full round triple tenor because my best friend did I play it and I did want to try it too. So I said, "Bomba," and all that. Long story short, xylophone. I hope you're counting because I lose track so far.
I did too, I'm sorry.
And
We're
what
about
else?
8, and I was like, okay,
It reached 8:30?
yeah, girl.
But all right. And then I did want it's a guitar. I think
Mm-hmm.
so. But long story short, like yeah, I played a couple instruments in my day. And I'm gonna rekindle guitar and piano. Oh, me forget piano. 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 So
Girl,
so
girl.
that
Well, I'm sure that learning to play each of these instruments was instrumental in you choosing the instrument that you prefer now. So, as you said, you had to try it to know that you didn't like it. So I like that.
yeah, if it resonated with me, even going forward. For example, the double bass. How I even learned or even wanted to learn the double bass was because of Esperanza Spalding. I saw it and I was so inspired and intrigued. And I was like, what at my sister them have it at Edna, but nobody now use it. I want to try it. Big up Edna Manley and big up Monifa. So It's another mentee, man. But more so does another colleague, you feel me? Yeah, so where was I? Pick up yourself, mama.
You saw the instrument there and you decided that you're gonna try it because nobody was using it.
Exactly. You feel me? So I tried it. I was so determined. The teacher at the time, he was like, no, you probably can't play it because your hands are small. I'm like, I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna prove you wrong. Yeah, so just for sure, like whatever you want, but just try. As long as they're not hurting no money. Yeah.
Um, Deandra said, I saw you on Smile Jamaica singing away. Go girl. Hey.
Hey, big up yourself, D.
Camille says,
Hey.
big up Compre. Hey.
Hey,
I just want to
big up
let you
yourself.
know that Compre is not the only school called Compre. So I'm just going to say Herbert Morrison Technical High School, just so
I
we know we're
appreciate that.
sure. Right. No,
Yes.
Camille was installing. Lena said, big up Jamila and MOJ family. Hey.
Hey.
All right. So Camille is asking, are you more likely to be successful being able to both sing and play an instrument?
Say that again.
Are you more likely to be successful if you're able to sing and play an instrument?
No. It really is no formula to that question, to be honest. It is really just comes down to the artist, what resonates with an audience and their audience that they captivate, you know? Everything is just an extension of the artist. So once you have a great artist, I just see it as one of those beautiful things where you just have a great artist, whether them can play piano, whether them can sing alone or play piano alone, whether them can sing and play piano, however they want to recreate themselves. That's why we're artists.
Right.
Over and over you can do that. But yeah, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay. All right. So Deandra is asking, would you say most musicians are born with a rhythm, in quotes, or can it be learned and developed?
Most musicians are born with a rhythm. Can it be both? Point blank period, both. We are, as melanated beings, for example, we are born with certain tempos. This is how I see it. We are born with certain tempos within our genes, our DNA, stemming from Africa, those drums, how we dance, just how we move in life in general. Like rhythm isn't just music. Music isn't just music. Music is life. So there's a connectivity between them all. And Lauryn Hill said it, everything is everything. So yeah.
Okay. I love that answer. All right. So I'm still in the comments. I'm seeing Drizzy Photography JA says, big up Edna. Big up Edna Massive. Yeah man, Edna
Big up
get all in strength. All right. So let's go back to the regularly programmed questions. All right. So the next one is, many students have parents who direct them to traditional careers. Did you have to convince your parents that music was the right area for you?
Did I have to convince them? To be honest with you, when I really and truly just look back, I was a rebel. A lot of the times I found myself wanting to be, and I say rebel in the sense where you're going to see why. I found myself wanting to just fit into society at points early on in my life. And, at one point I wanted to be a lawyer because I hear, oh, that's one of the things to be. I wanted to be, did I want to be a doctor? No. But I remember wanting to be a lawyer, right? And that was because you're just thinking like, oh, your passion is really and truly not your bread and butter. You're thinking that because you're being told that, you're hearing that even, well, peripherally I hear that, And it's like, at one point I was like, all right, then cool. I have to make money, but at the same time, I want at least do something I love. I love animals too. And I said, okay, I know just the thing. Be a vet. Be a veterinarian. Honestly. And then it just went along to that. Hey, ninth grade come, and you have to learn the sciences now.
That's
And I'm
correct.
like, okay, I'm digging this physics thing, but me not to feel the bio thing and the chemistry thing, me not really have a chemistry with it. So, but as I go say, nah. So because of that, no, I was just hell bent on saying, hey, find me. I remember I make a conscious decision to say, yo, music. But I just felt myself moving towards what I want. Yeah. And then I went into being so pulled in to even the choir at Herbert Morrison. I went to Herbert Morrison because I'm a cousin, you know. And she was a singer, or she is, but you know, at the time she was a singer and I wanted to be like her. I speak about her all the time almost in all of my interviews. But yeah, my cousin have a lot to do with the inception of even realizing that yo music, you know? So yeah, I moved on to just saying, yo, I just flowed into music and my parents had to just move with me along with that.
Well, based on your name, I think your parents already knew.
Uh, you know, I know what parents name we, you know, how we give our parents the name to name we.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I feel like they knew.
Man,
They knew.
me, my mom
All
was
right.
carrying me for 9 years. Joke, 9 months. 9 months, you know,
Let's
so
still
my
carry
cousin
us,
9 years.
the I feel like they still carry us now, so parents are exceptional. On
For
the
sure,
path
because of
of
the parents.
you flowed into music, do you feel like your journey to where you are now was a straightforward path?
Whether it was straightforward to me or not, it's straightforward.
Got it. All right, so what's your advice for students who aren't sure how to convince their parents that, hey, music is this is what I need, not even want, but need?
All right, well, I just say make sure you convince yourself first.
Whoop, whoop,
Make
that's
sure
heavy.
it start with you, what you want. And if you don't know what you want, be honest about that. You get me? Like, I'm not sure what I want to be yet. Mommy, I'm not sure. Daddy, I'm not sure. You know? And if they want to take the risk and send you to school to do something you do not want to do, that's a risk they want to take. But in the midst of trying to find out while being sent to school for doing something you don't want to do, and you realize that, hey, this isn't what I want to do, communicate it. And if them no want to listen. If my whole parents on here, feel me? Don't no want to listen. Me hoping to see the big picture down the road because it's a grave injustice we're doing to our young ones.
That's true.
You feel me? Like listen to them when them saying, I don't want this, I don't like this. And also, kids, children of these parents, be willing to listen to them, to your parents and say, hey, maybe what they're saying is, you know, it makes sense. Try to find, like, we feel like in this state of time, we need to just break away the curses of not communicating with our parents and between children and parents, child and parents. You know, like we're in this stage where our youth are so evolved, you know, thinking like a whole heap of youth when we buck up like you that think them older, you know, them have the capacity to just communicate. So as I say, you just have a conversation or try to have a conversation. Or in cases where, you know, you have a parent where they don't listen, have a mentor.
Or
Guides come
someone
in
that can
different shapes
communicate on
and
your
forms.
behalf.
Exactly.
Love
You
that.
know, a lot of the times our families aren't blood. A lot of the times our families are somebody who's not blood. Or even our guides, you know? So
That's true.
I said, please just tune into yourself because at the end of the day, when you're aligned with yourself, the answers are there. You know
All
what
right.
you want in that moment. Yeah, sorry, I probably was really long on that, but hey, I was just flowing.
Jersey Photography JA had a question that I wanted to bring up while we're on this. He says, what pointers or recommendations would you give to a musician just entering the industry? I love this question, Jersey.
Blessings. All right, what point? Just entering the business.
Right.
Be open to experiencing the business. Take notes. Be cautious. It's just like how I pray everything, really and truly, because everything is literally connected, you know. There are things each person needs to learn, but just like how you're going to open a door, because you're entering a business, right? You're entering an industry. And this
Right.
is just an analogy. You open that door, you have to brace yourself for what's coming towards you because you really aren't, you're not sure, right? So if it is that you want to research, like from persons who have entered that door before, like, you know, what have you done specifically tailored to where you want to fit within that door, you know? So I'd just say be open to learning, research, your target, find the target market, you know, by putting out works. And when I say be open, be receptive to giving as well. So that's giving your music, ensuring that you protect your music like your own child before you release them. So again, you need persons who you can reach out to and, you know, just ask them like, is this a good step to make? And gauge their response to see if you're in agreement with it.
Okay. I'm glad you said find persons who you can trust because my next question was, did you have mentors when you decided that, hey, it's going to be music for me? What do I do next?
For sure. Along my way, my mentors have evolved even. So I've transcended mentors and went to new mentors. And even those mentors who I've transcended, they're technically still my mentors, but I'm not as in touch with them as, you know, present states. So yeah, I did for sure. For example, going back to Herbert Morrison again, Mr.
Hey,
Matthews. I'm sure you know Mr. Matthews.
that's a music teacher?
Yeah. He was definitely integral part of my early stages. Foundation is key, you know. And then I graduated from Edna, went to Herbert Morrison, and I found a barrage of mentors. Barrage of mentors. Also, don't put your eggs in one basket. Like, go, you know, you can have more than one mentors. So, for example, if you're interested in music and say, you know, somebody else in Mines of Jamaica, you want to do aviation and there's somebody else in Mines of Jamaica who does aviation, I don't see why the problem should be that, you know, I mentor somebody who, you know, is interested in music, but at the same time, they are very interested in aviation. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the good part about Minds of Jamaica is we are trying to be as multifaceted as we can be. So if it is that you need more than one mentors or you have more than one interest, we do have that available.
For sure.
So I am seeing another question here before I forget it. Camera says, you've been fortunate to have mentors in music. How do you think that has changed your trajectory and development? Oh, that's a good question, Camera.
It's a very long one too. But thank you.
Let
Yeah.
me repeat it. You want me
My
to
gosh, I'm
repeat?
gonna read it again. Yeah.
Sure. So you've been fortunate to have mentors in music. How do you think that has changed your trajectory and development?
Mm. How has it changed my trajectory and development having mentors along the way?
Right.
It has changed it tremendously. What you're seeing now musically from me has a lot to do with the people that mentor me in some way or another. So you can use that as a testament. The actions that you see from me, I'm of them. So yeah.
Okay. I like that answer.
Thank you.
So he also asked, oh, come here, you have a lot of questions.
You know some bubbles so come.
So he asked, what was a defining moment? There are so many comments. what was a defining moment in your career so far, I think?
A defining, it's hard to say one really, but I'll give you one. A very defining moment is that I am actually doing what I love. You know, I'm literally doing what I love. Like that statement in and of itself is a defining and ever defining moment in my career.
Okay. A lot of us can't say that. So I'm happy that you have gotten to that part where you're saying, okay, this is what I've been working for, and I'm happy I'm here. All
Mm.
right. So Drizzy Photography JA says, what is your creative process, especially in songwriting?
Interesting. So my songwriting process, especially in my process making music, but especially in songwriting, that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is no real one way. So, for example, forget we just showing this. Guess who it is? Up in the building.
All right.
Yeah. So we
Oh
actually
God.
working on some stuff now. Isn't this another mind of Jamaica?
I
Oh,
was about to
never.
introduce him, Jamila.
Big up, big up, big up, big
Yes.
up, big up.
Look
Hey,
up yourself.
Nicholas.
Hello, hello. Hi guys. How y'all doing?
Yeah, so actually just we're in the process of creation right now. So it can be very sporadic, meaning it can all over the place. There's no real one way for me. But I'll just give you an example. Yeah. So for example, if a song comes to me, it normally comes to me like it's and bits and pieces, like the melody. We can hear like a car a honk outside. This happened to me recently, and like something come to me like, oh bumba, wow, okay, all right, and then melodies start flow, but it's normally melodies for me, you know. My point that I need to work on personally is songwriting, and that's something that I need to, have a little more focus and zoom in on, because it takes a longer process for me. I've written songs, but my process to deliver a product where you need lyrics right away, in a speedy yet. You feel me? So it's just being honest with your strengths and your weaknesses is another thing too. Yeah. So what I know I'm strong on is that melodies and stuff like that. Melodies will just come to me like that, and I'll call in like a Bugs to say, all right then, Bugs is Nicholas. I'll call in like a Bugs and I'll say, yo, I have this wicked idea. I'm going to send you a voice note right now, for example, because there's something. We're sending a voice note and then just see if you can come up with some keys. I want to know how you feel about that. Him send back a thing and then I say, all right then, cool. Let me try make zone concept. For example. So it can be like that. And then how Lady was created is that in a room filled with people. And I had a song at first. When I hear the lady now is not what it was before. So everything rework. Songwriter start spit lines, we start write down, and then go in the booth and just record. That was another process that I experienced. And it's so
Before we
cool.
continue, I just want to hype up Lady real quick because that song is phenomenal. Like, the first time I heard
Blessing.
it, I was like, this is something. So, guys, if you haven't heard Lady, please visit Jamila Falak's YouTube channel and you'll be able
Yeah.
to listen to the song there. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Up, up.
All right. So, Kyle has a question. He says, here a bit late, so I don't know if it's already been asked. He says, what are your words for students who have a great interest in doing a career in music, but face challenges by parents as not many recognize musical professions?
As a profession? I briefly answered this question earlier, so yeah, I get why you say it becoming in late. But to be quite frank on it, the bottom line is either say communication. Just like before, like really and truly and me know it hard. Me know it hard to communicate to your parents. A lot of it may be hard for a lot of people, vice versa. But, try at least to have the conversation to say, hey, no, I don't want to do that,
Right.
but what I want to do, is X. Right? So communicate.
Right.
Oh,
Also,
and
Kyle.
also you just want to regurgitate some. Also, also, just want to say something real quick on that. Really and truly, just if you seek a mentor, just be, and somebody who probably even older than you or even younger than you, somebody who just share that interest where you want and is living what you see yourself wanting to live, just surround yourself with them.
Love
Yeah.
that. That was part of the follow-up from him. So thank you. All
Oh,
right.
oh, no, no, that.
Drizzy Photography JA says, what are your musical inspirations?
I got so much, baby girl. Oh, it's always hard to answer the question here, but inspiration, because so many things have come to me one time. That's why. But I want to say Nina Simone. I
Wow.
want to say Jill Scott, Erica Padu, Duke Ellington. We talk about Lloyd Brevet. We talk about even Bob Marley, Leon La Havas. The list goes on. Beanie Man, Bounty Killer. It just
Absolutely.
diverse. It diverse, man. Have you ever look into my eyes? Tell me what is.
All right, so Drizzy was just trying to point out
Yeah.
the main one. So I'm sure you got a list there.
I do.
All right, so Eats45689 says, how are you able to talk to your parents and let them just understand that music is a passion that you have to and you need to excel in that?
First and foremost, are you sure that music is a is a passion that you need to pursue or you have to pursue? But from you're so passionate and you want to try it, I'd say, all right, then cool. Me feel you on the question there. How do you approach your parents? That's a question?
Yeah.
You just do.
What I've also realized,
You
with
just do.
a lot of things that we're not sure about, we can try it as a hobby first. And then if you feel like, yeah, this is still it for me, did that work for you, or did you try to?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's facts.
Yeah, and
That's
then
facts.
if your parents or your mentors see that, hey, I'm really serious about this, then they'll take you serious.
Or them even say you're good about it. You're good at it. That's one way. Yeah, I really like that. That's facts.
So just try it first, and before you engulf or dive in, just try it. All
Right.
right, so I have this lovely other question that I've been waiting to ask you. It says some people do music part-time. What do you view as the ingredients to being able to sustain yourself during music full-time? So what do you
There
need
is, what do you need?
to sustain
Hmm.
yourself full-time in music?
All right. So this music industry is all about positioning yourself. Yeah. Um, if you're financially well off, that's one thing. And if you're not financially well off, that's another thing. So it's just identifying the positions in where you sit and the realities of what you want to get out of your choices. So that's out just one thing before we delve into that question, right? So now, sustaining yourself as a musician, it can be tedious because, for example, you're going into it without money. It's like going into a business,
Right.
right? If you're going into it without money, like how would you see it being able to pan out from there? You feel me? As opposed to building capital while running that business. You feel me? So I just say, don't expect going into the business to get rich from the switch. It all depends on where you are at the moment
I love that.
financially.
So just like anything else, plan for it. Make a
For sure.
budget. If you see that you
Look
need
at
other
the, and even listen, you have musicians who do work 9 to 5, right? And I think somebody mentioned part-time. This is the question I mentioned part-time. Yeah. Like, even if it's to work a 9 to 5 to sustain yourself, heck, it's your business that you want to build, like, do that. But I'm just saying, like, if you need to, like, everybody just know them situation. You feel me?
Right.
And from you know your situation, you have to understand how to maneuver through it because you're in the situation. Or try, what I'm saying is try to understand how to maneuver through it as opposed to like just saying, hey, I'm gonna just go all in.
Right.
You feel me?
All right. So this one now is saying, all right, so your mainstream instrument isn't one that's seen in mainstream much. Has that helped or made it more difficult to advance in your career?
Has it helped? It certainly has. People seem to like different things. I'm getting to understand things that are different, things that stand out like a sore thumb, and that works for a lot of people in different spaces, especially the creative space. So I'm honored to be known as the girl who also plays the double bass. Blessings, Sasheen.
Hi,
Bless her
Sasheen.
mama.
All right, so Kamir now is asking, why did you decide to be a mentor yourself? Like, you've had mentors, you're on your journey. Why did you choose to become a mentor yourself?
Well, I really wanted to become a mentor, and I don't even know if it was the word mentor at the time, but when I understood what mentor is, because of my mentor, Uncle Mikey Bennett. That's when I met him is really when I resonated with the term mentorship. And it was during that course that I was like, yo, I'm getting so much information and being so conscious minded about the decisions that I'm making now, and I said, yo, I wanna give back in this way one day. I wanna be like this for somebody, So yeah. Wow. Thank you, Mama.
Because it's so pure and it comes out to you so easily. Like when I see you interact with your mentees, for example, QnA, it's just so, it's like you're pouring your love into their passion too, and I just love to see it.
For sure, because it's all true, all natural.
Right.
I'm practicing that, so I'm happy that you're feeling that.
Yeah, I just see it. All right, so Drizzy says, Drizzy Photography JA. So clearly, Drizzy, we're friends now. I can't even call you by the first part of your handle.
Yeah, big up Drizzy always.
Different stands out, which is definitely true. And music, I think is music.
Music
says,
lover, like Nick.
Yeah.
He
said, oh, it's music.
Yeah.
Got it. So when can we see or hear more from Jamila Falak?
Brace yourselves.
Listen.
Brace yourselves. Can't wait to share it.
I'm always excited to be a fan. So, Sasheen says, how do you stay grounded in an industry that sees people changing so much of what makes them unique? I love that question, Sasheen.
Yeah, big up yourself, Sash. That's a great question for real. How do I stay grounded is staying grounded within myself. I am my shield. I am my protector first before physically. I'm my protector of my space. The Most High is the ultimate protector, but I am literally my protector. So I have to literally ensure. And I was having this conversation with myself today. Like, for one thing, going forward, because the level, we're going to elevate. But when we do elevate, we have to maintain self and who we're becoming. So once you're self grounded, everything else falls into place.
I love that. All right, so I just saw QnA. Welcome, QnA.
QnA is here?
And I don't think it's your QnA, but there's a QnA.
Oh,
All right, so
Hi,
is there
Ken.
any genre you're interested in exploring from Drizzy? From Drizzy, my big friend Drizzy. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm currently delving into, say, for example, the sounds of jazz, the sounds of our old music, whether it be dancehall, mento, ska. I wanna just try it all just to see what works. But I'm not opposed to delving into Spanish music, or Indian music. I'm I'm the universe. I'm gonna delve into every and anything I want to delve into, and it's gonna be coming from me, and it's gonna be me. So yeah.
All right. So, those are all the questions that I have. If there are any other question, guys, you can just quickly send it. So, Jamila, I know that
Mhm.
you have your hands in a lot of things. Tell us where we can find you. Tell us where we can listen to these awesome music that you'll be creating. The ones that you already have, we know are epic, just level of greatness is. And just help us to find you so that we can enjoy your creations.
All right, guys. Well, even though you want to find me, I'm not lost. Let me show you where I am. Let me tell you where I am. I am on every platform that you stream music. My name is JamilAFalak, Jamila Falak, on all social media platforms. And I'm going to give you examples: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube,
Good.
TikTok. Go follow me on TikTok, guys. I have some awesome videos over there. And everywhere, everywhere. Yeah.
Additionally, you can find Jamila Falak on
And on your,
themindsoff.com,
yes,
right? So if
everywhere.
you're looking for mentorship and you're looking to try to see if the career path of music is for you, just reach out to our mind and she'll be able to give you some guidance.
I'm
Kamir is
omnipresent.
asking, so if I
Oh,
can't
before you move
sing,
on,
go ahead.
before you move on to your question, I just want to point out something very important. When you think about mentor, you're thinking about somebody who's probably over you, and that can probably, even age-wise, it can probably seem intimidating or, whatever. But I just want to make it clear, like, somebody younger than me can mentor me
Right.
once they have the information that I need to learn from them. You feel me? It's not a case of ego to say, oh, I'm somebody's mentor, puffy chest. No, it's more so like just sharing knowledge, being willing to sharing knowledge, whether it be somebody younger, whether it be somebody older. You feel me?
I'm glad you
Yeah.
pointed.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna use this question to just make the rest of your day awesome. So Kamir is saying, um,
Come here.
so if I can't sing, how can I get a singing voice? Right? And he follows up to say, I hear as long as I avoid milk and cold drinks, my voice will forward in.
I'm
Please go
over
ahead.
you. Come here. Go sit down. Yo, come here. Where you come from, Virgin? Like, really? Um, From me have a singing voice and somebody point it out, because some people can sing and I don't know, the example. Some people can sing and me even know so them can sing.
Keyword
So
can sing.
can. And even
Can.
can. Both. It's true.
Right.
But listen,
So
honesty. You just need honest people around you. And you yourself need to just try to see, oh, if am I being honest with myself? You feel me? So you go hand in hand. Yeah.
okay. Sasheen is also volunteering to write for you. So if you ever need assistance with coming up with the right
Sasheen,
words.
listen. Let us talk. I'm up. I'm up.
All right, Jamila, thank you so much for your presence. I really appreciate your time. for spending the evening with us to just share a little bit about your journey. We truly appreciate it here. And your time that you support our mentees on Minds of Jamaica. We just appreciate you.
Up, enough love to everybody. Thank you guys so much for having me. And thank you guys so much for having this platform, this community. Bless up. Yo, we're log off. Nick, you have on him headphones.
Bye, Nicholas.
Big up, peace out, you know. Bless up, Minds of Jamaica every time.
Every time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the headphone over my ears, so I kind of never know.
What's the music now? Play
it. Come on, bless it.
Yeah, bless up, guys. Enough love.
Thanks again.
Bless up. Later.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again. We truly appreciate you. And you can also find this video on our YouTube channel. So if just go to Minds of Jamaica on YouTube, and you can always rewatch this video. Thanks again.